Judge Vanderbeek Court is not in session. Judge, this is the case of the Hollins.
Thank you.
Yes.
You all may be seated. Okay. Is it Mrs. Hollins?
Miss.
Miss Hollins. Miss Hollins, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. My sister-in-law, I've had her child for 7 years, and
7 years.
Yes, she was incarcerated for about 3 of those years,
Okay.
along with my brother, the daddy of the child. And she's turned her life around, and she's working, but I'm not receiving any child support, and I'm not asking for.
Welcome back, everyone. Today, we have a case that's got everything: family drama, financial battles, and even a roller derby queen. Our plaintiff, Miss Holland, has been raising her niece for the past 7 years while her sister-in-law was incarcerated. But now that she's turned her life around, does that mean she's ready to step up financially? Or is she just dodging responsibility? And let's not forget, this courtroom has no patience for excuses. Stay with us, because you won't believe how this one ends.
7 years worth of child support, but Stevie is 9 years old, and she needs dresses and stuff, and she's at that age that she needs more things and stuff.
Okay.
And I need help. You know, I'm a vice principal, and I make okay, but I do need the help.
I definitely believe you need help as well. Ma'am?
Well, I think we all need help in this world. I mean, truthfully.
Okay.
But, you know.
Well, everybody in this world is not Stevie's mom, okay?
That's
So let's
true.
talk about Stevie.
So.
What is your plan in terms of financial support? Did you have any plans to give any financial support?
Well, first off, I have 3 daughters, including Stevie, and
Okay,
yes, Stevie
congratulations.
Right here, we see the heart of the case. Miss Holland has been the sole provider for this child for 7 years. And now, she's finally asking for some financial support. But what's the response? She wants more money. Notice how defensive the defendant gets right away. It's a classic deflection tactic. Try and make it seem like the plaintiff is being greedy instead of acknowledging her responsibility.
Well, okay, but Stevie is my pride and my joy, and I understand that she wants her dresses, and she wants her nails painted, and she wants her hair made. But there's just certain things you just can't get in life. You can't get everything that you want. Well, you shouldn't get everything that you want.
Food, clothes.
Yeah, the necessities,
I feed
ma'am.
her
What do you,
now and then.
ma'am, excuse me. I need you to address me.
Sorry.
You do not need to address her. Okay?
Okay.
So you do understand why you're here today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me why you're here.
I'm here because she wants more money.
She wants more money or she wants some money? Because it's my
Greedy.
understanding
She
you...
wants more.
No, ma'am. It's not greed to take care of your child. You understand it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And your brother, you said, is incarcerated.
Yes, ma'am.
So she's not able to get any money from him, so...
And she's
Winner,
the
winner,
reason
chicken
he's
dinner.
in jail.
Oh, she's the reason. Okay. Well,
That's
you know...
not true.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, Bunny and Clyde. You know, I don't even want to get into that because those names do not have anything
Well, I can
good
think of another name
attached to
against
them.
me, but it's not Bonnie.
Ma'am,
Hold on. Did she just blame the plaintiff for her brother being in jail? This is what we call a Bonnie and Clyde level of deflection. Instead of taking accountability, she's cracking jokes. But the judge isn't having it, and rightfully so. This isn't about who did what in the past. It's about the financial support that this child deserves.
listen.
Yes, ma'am.
You're here today because you're going to pay her some child support. I do not care about your Bunny and Clyde rendezvous you had beforehand, okay? We're here today for the support of Stevie, all right? So I have it here that you are you're derby, you work in the derby. Would you explain that to me? What did you do?
I am a roller derby queen.
Okay, so let's talk about that, queen. What throne do you sit on?
So it's this amazing sport. Everybody should be able to do it at least one time in their life.
Okay,
And
and you're paid money to do it, correct?
well, yes.
Okay, how much are you paid to do this?
Well, you know, about $48,000 a year,
Okay, and $48,000 a year
right?
as a roller derby queen,
Yes, ma'am.
and you have not been paying child support for your child.
Well, she has Stevie, and I have my other 2 kids.
So that makes a difference. It
If she
doesn't
was
change
in
your
my
obligation.
School, she'd be in detention.
Now, Here's where things take an interesting turn. We find out the defendant makes $48,000 a year. That's not a small amount. Yet, she's been paying zero in child support. Even worse, her excuse is that she has 2 other kids. But let's be real, folks. Having multiple kids doesn't mean you get to skip out on one of them. Responsibility is responsibility, and the judge is making sure she understands that.
That does not change your obligation to Stevie. You understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. I also see here that you are in school.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you in school for?
I would really, 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 really like to be a social worker.
So a reformed Bunny and Clyde now social worker?
Well, you know, everybody's got dreams.
Okay, well, you know, God bless those children. All right. So let's talk about your money that you're going to be paying, okay? Is that your only source of income?
Yes.
Okay. So $48,000, I have your gross at $4,000, which your net is $3,349.88. Okay?
Can you round that down to like 69 cents?
Can you get a job that pays less? Because it's based on a calculation. I don't have anything to do with that.
Oh.
You make $48,000 a year, your net is based on that $4,000 amount gross after taking out taxes. You understand that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who covers health insurance?
I do.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
$120 a month.
Is that for the child only, or is that including?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have you reimburse that to her, okay?
Wow! Just look at confusion on her face. She genuinely doesn't seem to understand why health insurance is part child support. This is a moment where you can't help but shake your head. Whether the child gets sick or not is completely irrelevant, and the judge is breaking it down for her in the most no-nonsense way possible. Love to see it.
Yes, ma'am, you looking really confused right now, and I have no idea why you are, because as a part of your child support obligation, you have to cover health insurance.
But Stevie don't really get very sick.
Whether she gets sick or not, that has nothing to do with health insurance. You understand how health insurance work, right? Are they teaching you that in school?
We haven't got to that chapter yet.
Okay, well, you started a little early in my courtroom. Health insurance is required, okay? So when I add that to your child support obligation, your obligation before the reimbursement was $586.23. You add $120, that brings your child support obligation to $706.23.
Kick in the bucket, that's a lot.
Well, and I gave you, guess what?
And there it is, the final calculation, $706.23 per month. And that's with credits for her other kids. Just imagine how much it would have been otherwise. This ruling is more than fair, but judging by her reaction, she wasn't expected to pay anything at all. The reality check has officially been served.
I gave you credit for the other children that you have as well.
Oh.
Okay, so $706.23. Any questions?
Do you accept Monopoly money?
You know, no, she does not accept Monopoly money. You cannot deposit it into an actual bank.
Yes, Judge. Is there any way I can keep her
Yes,
from...
you're accepting Monopoly money?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, yes, Judge, is there any way she can keep her away from Stevie? You see this kind of person she is? You know, I don't think that's a good influence for Stevie.
Well, you know, that's not a matter before me. That's not something that I necessarily deal with.
Stevie is my baby.
Okay, ma'am, please don't address her. Please do not address her. That's a different matter that has nothing to do with this court.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
just here
Thank you.
specifically for the money. Ma'am, I'm not gonna touch that situation at all, okay? Anything concerning your daughter and keeping her away from you, that has nothing to do with me, okay? Okay? If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Your Honor. I hope you fall off them roller skates.
That's not nice. Did you wear that to court?
And that wraps it up. Justice has been served, and Stevie is finally getting the financial support she deserves. But what do you think? Was this ruling fair, or should the defendant have been held more accountable? Let us know in the comments. And if you love these courtroom showdowns, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've got more jaw-dropping cases coming your way. You won't want to miss them.